So there's a lot of information out there about how to stage your home for the spring market, but how exactly do you stage it for the fall market? It's Peter Chabris here with the Chabris Group in Cincinnati, and I'm going to give you 3 different things to think about if you're putting your home on the market during the third quarter of the year. The first thing we want to think about is curb appeal, and yes, curb appeal is universal to every single season. It takes on a little bit of a different meaning during the fall. The first thing is make sure you're managing those leaves. If the leaves start to fall and you've got a front yard, you need to clear all those leaves out, so it's a nice approach when your customer or prospective buyer comes to see the property. The second is that plants still matter too. Seasonal plants, think chrysanthemums, maybe some ornamental cabbages in some of your flower beds. And finally, warm lighting. As the sun sets earlier in the day, if people are driving by during dusk or in the evening checking out your home, make sure you've got some warm, soft lighting, preferably incandescent versus fluorescent light, maybe some uplighting on the property and within some of those windows in the front of the house. The second thing to think about is how the consumer or your potential buyer experiences the inside of your property. Tip number 1, make sure you keep your property warm. A lot of us like to turn down the heat, at least I do, to save a little bit of money. Turn that heat up a little bit, make it very comfortable and welcoming when people come in. Speaking of welcoming, a little bit of scent can be valuable. Think of autumnal scents like pumpkin or cinnamon spice or something. Just be careful, don't go too heavy on those scents because we don't know how people think about different scents and it could even be a little bit repelling. So a light scent's there. And then finally comes ambiance. If you have like a gas fireplace or something, go ahead and light that fire for the showing. Just make sure that it can be contained so that the house is safe when people are in the house visiting. The third thing you want to think about is maintenance when you're showing your home during the fall. The critical thing here is clean your gutters. When gutters are backed up, water spills over and can seep down towards the foundation wall. Number 1, it looks ugly, but number 2, it can actually bring water into your basement, which is something that you don't generally want to do. The last thing I would share about maintenance is, should we have a really early snowfall during the fourth quarter of the year, make sure you clear that snow immediately so no ice forms, and also so that people can easily access your property by walking up the driveway. That's the scoop. If you have questions about what it's like selling your home during the fourth quarter of the year, and believe me, homes sell every single month of the year, reach out. We're happy to answer any questions for you, and I'll see you soon.